We are the ones that feel that what God gives people is ability. What He gives to you is always an unprocessed resources or unprocessed raw material that you now need to process. And then you need to groom yourself to the level where you can begin to harness those things and begin to process them to becoming plenty, and then you become financially free. You want to form the habit of saving, because see, naturally your body does not have the tendency to want to save. You want flex. You want to flex.
So if people are having issues with making the right money decisions, leave them to their issues. You focus on yourself, because that is what really matters. You can't make money and make excuses. So you need to know how to get more income than your expenses.
You know, when people hear selling, they think it's buy Maggi, buy pepper, let me sell you Tom Tom. But selling is a whole lot of things put in one. You can sell ideas, you can sell products, you can sell services.
So you can leverage stories to sell whatever it is you are selling, make more money. You can use that money to invest in stock markets or buy real estate properties.
And wealth is built by the quality of decisions that we make. It's not the asset class that makes you wealthy. It's the decisions you make in that asset class.
We are the ones that feel that what God gives people is ability. What He gives to you is always an unprocessed resources or unprocessed raw material that you now need to process. And then you need to groom yourself to the level where you can begin to harness those things and begin to process them to becoming plenty, and then you become financially free. You want to form the habit of saving, because see, naturally your body does not have the tendency to want to save. You want flex. You want to flex.
So if people are having issues with making the right money decisions, leave them to their issues. You focus on yourself, because that is what really matters. You can't make money and make excuses. So you need to know how to get more income than your expenses.
You know, when people hear selling, they think it's buy Maggi, buy pepper, let me sell you Tom Tom. But selling is a whole lot of things put in one. You can sell ideas, you can sell products, you can sell services.
So you can leverage stories to sell whatever it is you are selling, make more money. You can use that money to invest in stock markets or buy real estate properties.
And wealth is built by the quality of decisions that we make. It's not the asset class that makes you wealthy. It's the decisions you make in that asset class.
Hi guys, excited to be here again. This particular session is of great importance to me because I've been hearing money from the money man. And today we're going to be looking at investment, money, and everything that has to do with really living the la vida life. Okay, so today is another session. Today is the 14th day of the Young and Earning Summit. We have 8 days to go, and I'm still excited every day that I'm bringing in young individuals who are doing amazing work in their respective fields to come here to share with us what they are doing. And today on the show, I have Nathanael Disu, who is going to be sharing with us the things that have to do with money. So if you're tuning in right now, as we always do, let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know your city where you are in. Drop your name in the comment section. Let's know where you are tuning in from. If you're in Nigeria, if out of Nigeria, let's know. Let's see you in the comment section, and perhaps we will welcome you on the show this afternoon. And then, as usual, please go ahead and invite your friends, invite your family members to be part of this summit, this session, because trust me, these are the things that help people's lives. When you see young individuals who are doing amazing work, you can learn from them to better your own life. If you are already married and you're watching, these are some of the things that you can teach your kids so that they can start out making money early and living a beautiful life. Trust me, is the best thing that you can do for your kids. Okay. Thank you. I'm seeing individuals. I'm seeing Esther. Welcome. We're seeing Ezekiel from watching from Kano State. Dunami Shilo Okonwar watching from Port Harcourt. Faith Ozohu from Abuja. Ataisi Johnny from River State. Lucy Ndubisi watching from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so if you're live here on the stream right now, please let us know where you are tuning in from. We'll welcome you. And then go ahead and share this live stream right now. There's a share button just below your screen. The screen that you're watching, there's a live button on it, sorry, a share button on it below the frame. Just tap on it and share this live stream. And then go ahead and invite a lot of your friends to come, tag them in the comment section so that they can come be part of this session. Today is all about money. And trust me, money is an important element of all our lives. And I believe that you're going to learn a whole lot today. Okay, so I can see Isaiah from Uyo in Akwa Ibom State, Sebastian James from Port Harcourt, and Bekere from Port Harcourt, Richman from Bayelsa State in Ogoa. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. As usual, do what I have just asked you to do. Share this live stream and invite your friends and tag them in the comment section. So, Nathaniel, welcome, welcome. I can see that you're wearing your shirt, How to Retire Young. Amazing. I want to retire young. I'm 42. I don't know if I'm young enough to retire. And that's what we are going to be doing here today. Welcome. We have talked about
Thank
you.
you.
We've bio on our timelines, but we want to know the Nathaniel that is not on the bio. Maybe there's something about you that we need to know. You're saying retire young and retire rich. I mean, I don't know if you are 17 years old or 5 years old. Maybe there's some other things that we don't know about you. All right, so go ahead and share with us as we bring this live show now to a beginning. Thank you so much and welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you, Didon, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me, and I'm glad to be here. So, a brief introduction. My name is Nathanael Disu, and okay, some things people don't really know about me. I'm an indigenous of Lagos State. I grew up in Lagos. I was born in Lagos, and I live in Lagos. I had my first degree in geophysics. I studied geophysics from Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Efun in Delta State. So I schooled in Delta. Then I did my NYC in Ogbomosho, Oyo State. And during my NYC is when I started, let's say, entrepreneurship or this money, financial journey and everything. So I started selling bread and egg during my NYC because during the NYC, I was thinking of what else I could do aside my PPA assignment, but I didn't want to teach as some of my colleagues were doing or were planning to do. So I didn't want to teach. I wanted to do something different. So one day I was making one of my favorite university food, bread and egg and everything. So one of my colleagues was also a copper age role. For those who have been following me for a while, you see I always post that picture of when I started. So she was all like, Nathaniel, you can do this thing now as your business and everything, because I was considering doing something food related because I liked food then, and I learned a particular training in food related stuff during side. So that's why I started. I just started that, okay, let me start this thing. And from there, I found out that it was something really interesting. And I do want to say, because for those who stay around Ogbomosho, Ilorin, and Co, you know there are some Muslim and Hausa people there and everything. So I don't want to do the regular Mishai that everybody knew about. I wanted something different because because of my exposure as a graduate and everything. I didn't just want to do the regular Mishai. So I was thinking that, okay, what could I do differently? Because these Mishai guys, they were selling to passers-by, they were selling to those tanker drivers and everything. I wanted to do something different. So I felt that, okay, where I was based was beside a bank. access bank. So I felt that okay, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be selling to bank staff and not the regular people. So I entered the bank one day and just met someone and did my introduction that I'm Nathanael, I'm a copper, this is what I do, blah blah blah. I said better like I gave him my number and everything. So from there he called me to order bread and egg, and from there that's how everything started up and everything. So I was selling bread and egg even to my copper, to my fellow coppers and everything. So that's how I did that during my NYC. And when I finished, as I returned to Lagos, I wanted to continue doing that, but it didn't really work out. Then one day I was watching TV, that was TVC. So there was a program, Wake Up Nigeria. So I saw that in that program there was a kitchen segment where they usually invite chefs to come live on the show and cook. I just as I just saw it for the first time, I just felt that this is what I was going to do. I'm going to be on that TV show. I had never seen a TV station. I've never been in the premises of a TV station before. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any contact. But I just had this belief that I'm going to feature on the show one day. So I decided to find out how to contact them. I went to their Instagram handle, check their email, send them email and everything. So that was in August 2019. August 2019. I was sending them emails. At the point, I was not really getting response. I will get a response, I'll reply and everything. So I was doing that all through till like December, almost 6 months. I didn't get any response. So I decided to do something different. I went to check for the handles, the Instagram handles of the host of the show, because I don't know whether I would say I was desperate per se, but I just had this belief that I was going to feature on that show without knowing anybody. I didn't even have anybody's contact. So I went to check their Instagram handle, send them message. There was one that I saw the phone number, so I just sent that message. At the end of the day, I felt maybe this was not going to work. So I just kind of ignored everything, that perhaps it was not going to work. So on a particular day at home, I just got a call. Hello, is this Nathanael Disu? I said yes. Would you like to come on the show the following day? It was very late in the afternoon. I didn't even negotiate. I just said yes, I'm going to come on the show. And just like that, I started featuring on the show. And that's how, after the first edition, towards Christmas, December, in January, they called me again. Will you be available on the show? I said yes. So like that, I was now kind of I was featuring on the show regularly, and I became a regular chef on TVC Wake Up Nigeria. And from there, I decided that okay, there's sometimes that I will not be available and everything. So that's why I now started linking up people to feature on the show. Like if I will not be available, I was like, okay, let me call someone else. And all the people I usually call, I don't know them. I'll just kind of send message on whether WhatsApp status or Facebook that, do you know a chef who would like to feature on the show? Just like that, I was kind of linking people up with to feature on the show and everything. Then as I was doing that, trying to set up the food business and everything, it wasn't working out the way I expected and everything. So in 2020 was when I kind of transitioned into finance and everything, because I had known about the stock market before. I didn't know what it was in detail, but I just knew that okay, people usually invest in the stock market. You know, this like basic economics, something that where do people invest their money? Buying shares of companies, buying lands and properties. So I just knew that on the surface level. I didn't really know get more knowledge about it. Then around that COVID period, one of my friends, he just called me that, guy, there's an opportunity in Nigerian stock market. To let's buy some shares, Zenith Bank, GT and the like. So as he told me, I didn't know about it before. So as he just told me, I just acted in it that okay, let us do it. I'll do it, because he attended one program in church that they talked about opportunities in the stock market, because as COVID happened, all the market was down. So there was opportunity for people to get on, like, okay, guy, let us get in. So I think about 50,000 then or so. So I just put everything inside because I knew about it. So I didn't really need much convincing. He just told me that there was an opportunity there, and we entered. So that's how we started. That's how I started the journey and everything. So I was using Meristem app. Is for Nigerian stock market. So then I didn't know about the US stock market, but it was just Nigerian. So in the process of we going through the journey and everything, now got to know that there is bamboo, US market and everything. As at then, it was more like a myth that people could not access the US stock market. We're like, okay, there's another bamboo. We tried it out. Okay, bamboo is good and everything. having opportunity to buy shares in Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and the likes. So as I just did that for a little while, I just had to dump Nigerian stock market. I'm not interested in that again. I just focused on that. So that's in the process. I just put all my attention there. Then, as I was going through the journey, I observed that there was no book I could read on the stock market. The only books that were available were those written by Americans, all those Warren Buffett, Intelligent Investor. And for those who have read all those kind of books, it can be quite confusing or big grammar and everything. So I tried to check. There was no book written by a Nigerian about the US stock market. The only book about stock market written by Nigerians were dividend stocks, Nigerian market. So there was none about the US stock market. So I was like, okay, this is what I was going to do and everything. So me and my friend Shay, we started teaching people about the opportunity. We started with a WhatsApp group then 3,000 now, although I don't do WhatsApp classes anymore. I've already left there. So that's how we started. So I knew that the more I was inside this journey and everything, the more I knew that many Nigerians didn't really know about it. Funny enough, last year, 2021, I put out a post on Estart Africa by John Obidi. It was just a simple post about shares and everything, but the way the thing went viral, like this is a normal thing now. So many people didn't even know of opportunity like that, because when you hear about buying shares, most people usually have bad memories that Nigerians shares, I don't want to do it, and this Access Bank and all those things. But when you now talk about the US stock market, people don't even know that opportunity is there. Or like this post just blew like that, thousands of reactions, hundreds of comments, or like it's just normal buying of shares. So I was like, wow, so people don't really know about that. So with that, I started documenting everything that I knew, started putting them together, all the posts. Then because I didn't just want to have head knowledge alone and anything, so in some places I went to browse online for terminologies and some little definition and everything. So I put everything together, and that was what gave birth to Stock Market Millionaire, that book that I sold about the stock market. So it's more of a full compilation of my experience and what I knew about the stock market. And because I knew that there was no book written by a Nigerian about the US stock market, so I just did that. And everybody that have read that book, I've always had good reviews and comments about the book and everything. So, and that's how I started the stock market finance journey and everything. Then last year I started my bootcamp, How to Retire Young and Rich bootcamp. So funny enough, the story about that bootcamp is that I never had the intention of hosting a bootcamp, because I saw it as something I could not do. As I saw it as something bigger than me, because I've attended the first ITKS program I attended was in 2019, a 70,000 naira program done by one of my mentors, Mr. Ezekiel. And everything. So that was the first ever time. So I saw that these are people that have been in this knowledge industry for 10 years and co. They've had experience that me, because then, okay, I just clocked 26 then. So like, no, I was still 25. Yeah, I was still 25 then. So like, I can't do this hosting program in chat, and like, this is not my thing and everything. I was like, it was too big. So I saw it as something bigger than me. So early 2021, one of my friend, Mike Akintayo, was to have a program at Sheraton. So we are kind of like three friends, me, Mike Akintayo, and Shay. Okay, so me and Shay, we've held the program at Sheraton before, but it was majorly a Shay's program. Like Shay, my friend, so it was majorly his program. So I just kind of partnered with him. So he has done his own ITKS program at Sheraton. Mike was doing his own. So Mike invited me to talk about the stock market. I was like, fine. So me accepting, I just wanted to talk, sell my book, and go. I had no intention of doing any Sheraton program. So during the break session, so Shay now called me. We're not like, Nathanael, I don't know that I've not done ITKS program. I've done, Mike has done. When are you going to do your own? I'm like, I beg. This is bigger than me. It's not something I can do. So like, you can't be among us and you will not do ITKS program. So then I pushed me to the events where they just bookings session of Sheraton Hotel Lagos. So like, you are going to do your own. Or like, how do I just start holding programming? I've never done something like this before, that just start with Sheraton, like something that is expensive and everything. Like, you must do. I like, okay, I like, see, I can't do it. They push me inside. I talk with the lady, like, fix a date. I like, I don't know what to do and everything. So I fix a date. I put it there, April 10th. That was in February. The Mike's program was in February. So April 10th, put the date and everything. And I signed up, I was like, what am I going to do? So that's how everything just started. And from then till now, I've done 4 editions of the program and everything. So I'm even working on having another edition early next year. So that's, let's say, a brief summary about me. I don't know, can you still hear me? Can't I just be making money and be spending my money? Why do I need to save? Why do I need to invest? Why is it important? So when we have the right mindset, we would on our own know how best to approach these things. Wealth begins by taking risk. Always be comfortable with risk. Everything. So money is at the other side of risk. After risk, you see money. So how you now do with risk now depends on knowledge. Said if you don't have the right mindset, you would not really know how best to go about investments. You need to have the right mindset towards investing. Why are you working? How much money do you want to make? Which kind of life do you want to live? So there's no particularly an age limit to retirement. You can retire at a young age, you can retire at mid-age and everything. It's all about the numbers. So if you have the numbers enough to retire at 40, you are good to go. So that is the whole essence of this bootcamp. How to retire young and rich. What's the ideal thing? How best do I go about it?
That's amazing, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So my next question is this. I hope you guys are getting value. People who are here, please go ahead and share this live stream. As we said, invite your friends. I can see Uju watching from Wari, Aishat, welcome from Edo State, Timmy Lane from Lagos State, Akbe from Cameroon, fantastic, marvelous from Enugu, Bridget Luca from Jos, Richman from Bayelsa State, Bekere from River State. Welcome all you guys. Please go ahead and invite your friends, invite them, tag them, let them come. This is a very important session. There are things that we're going to be discussing that will shift your mentality, shift your mindset, and push you to the higher levels of thinking for you to dominate in the year 2023. All right, so I want to ask you something, which is one thing I've asked almost everybody who comes on Young on Earning. You read something different. You read geophysicist, right? You read geophysics.
Yeah.
And today you went from geophysics to doing bread and egg, and now you're doing something else. My brother, when people see that you wasted the money that you went to university to go and study geophysics, and now you're doing something else, because this is what has been told to some young individuals who want to make a transition. People tell them that you're a waste for having moved from what you've studied in university to something else. How do you deal with that particular paradigm? And what sort of advice can you give to young individuals who are about to make such a transition?
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I studied geophysics, and it's relating to geophysics, oil and gas related discipline. I actually wanted to study petroleum engineering. That was what I actually applied for, but I was given geophysics and I studied it. So yes, what I'm doing is not what I studied in school, but what I would say is that education, what you studied doesn't necessarily mean that's what you should do, because it's nowadays it's no more a, will I say, a myth that you must study, because then now you have to be an engineer, you have to. So now there are so many opportunities available. So education just gives you, and it's one of the things it gives you is exposure. That's formal education. One of the things it gives you exposure, ability to think, and ability to do things yourself. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you must enroll in that discipline, because of the truth, there are some disciplines, there are some courses that we studied in school that are not relevant in today's world, no matter what you do. Some things are things I did transitioning. We now have a new form of career. You have a new, so okay, currently I'm studying studying about data analytics, business analytics, project management, and co. These things are not really taught in traditional traditional universities. These are not the disciplines that you see there. You can't go to any school now and say you want to study data analytics or business. You might not really see them. You would see the traditional. So, but these new disciplines are what the future of work would be about. That these are the kind of disciplines, these are the kind of careers that people will be having. So, what I would say for anyone who wants to transition is that first and foremost, it's better if you have a good backing, because obviously we're Nigerians and there are some parents that feel that is what you study that you must earn with and everything. But just do what you want to do. And what I'll say is that study this career that you signed up for in university. Go to school, get your degree and everything. But whatever you are doing behind the scenes, continue doing it. One thing about Nigerian parents and everything is that most of them will not support you at the beginning, but once they start seeing results, they are going to support you. It's common with most parents, Nigerian parents. They will feel that you are wasting your career. They will feel that you are wasting your time. You're on the phone, you're on the laptop. They will feel that you are just idle and everything. But once you start getting results, either through success in what you are doing or through financial results and everything, they are the ones that will now come back to now start supporting you. So it's a normal thing that people will talk that transition, but do the transition yourself. Get the results. Once you have the results, they are the ones that will still come back and start promoting you and start hyping you and start saying, see my daughter, see my son and everything. So I had parents who were not we're not like this, that saying you must study what you did. Although they were, yes, go get job and everything, but they were not this adamant. The main thing is that do what you want to do. As long as you are happy and everything, I would support you. So I didn't have that kind of friend that would just insist that this is what you must do. They were kind of supportive that as long as what you're doing is legal and it's what your heart desires, go and do it. The main thing is that you get your result and everything. So I did have the parents that were kind of adamant and everything, but in summary, what's common is that get your results. Once you have your result, they are the one that will come back and hype you. So many parents today that were kind of against what their child was doing, either those that are acting or content creation or even music and everything. At the end of the day, they will see the ones coming back to attend their programs, attend their shows, and start hyping. And you know how Nigerian parents, especially when you now come on TV or you'll be making an appearance on TV, those call all their family members and everything. My son is on TV, or my daughter is on TV, all those kind of things. They'll be the one that will support you at the end of the day. So just continue doing what you're doing. Don't leave school. Study what you want, what you are signed up for in school. Get your degree and everything. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, they will be the one that will support you. So far as what you're doing is legal and it's what your heart desires, just go ahead and do it.
My country people, shey una don see this one? Abi una don taste this one? Na your number one original kuli wey oyibo people dey call groundnut cake, abi na peanut bars. This one no carry sansan for mouth o. As you dey chop am, e go dey sweet. The taste no be tokumbo sef. Na wetin go make you chop one, chop two. In fact, everybody dey like am. Papa, mama, auntie, brother, even small pikin sef. Na just one bite go convince you. Our first class peanut burger no dey left out. Nothing dey more crunchy, delicious and appetizing like this one. The sweet smelling aroma don finish the work sef. This burger na first among others, I dey tell you. Na who produce am? Na Angie's Foods. Angie's Foods is a registered trademark of GM9 Foods, a food processing company based in Jos, Plateau State. We're into production and supply of spicy koli and peanut burger. We have chains of distributors, wholesalers and retailers spread across Nigeria and other African countries. Contact us via call or WhatsApp on 0703-466-6944 or visit any of our social media handles, Instagram at Angie's Foods or Facebook at Angela Job and Modia.
Don't really need to know.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. That's our sponsor for today's every live summit that we are doing. The summit we are doing, someone is sponsoring it. So Angie's Foods is the sponsor for today's session. Welcome back. So Nathaniel, something quite instructive which you said. Your friends kept on pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. You must do high ticket. You must do high ticket. You must do high ticket. That shows the essence of the right kinds of friends and the right kinds of circle that can help us to do phenomenal stuff. From next year, I've not, if you noticed, I've only been doing quite low ticket, 2,000, 10,000, 15,000 naira kind of stuff that people come in. But next year, I've decided that I will, towards the end of next year, not really at the beginning, people have noticed that I really teach things I have to do with how you can put your knowledge into making money and all that. So that's what I want to start teaching for high ticket. You know, looking at people who can pay close to 500,000, they come sit down with me for 2 days, and then we're going to look at through everything they have to do to be able to start building themselves into very powerful individuals. But your friends pushed you to do high ticket stuff. So I want to understand, and we want you to throw light on that for young individuals. The importance of being in the right circle, even as a young individual, can help you to shoot towards making successes. Please dwell on that.
Okay, thank you very much. Association is really, really important, and it's will I say it's the bedrock of where I am today and what I know today. Association. Every program I attend, every ticket program I attend or something, most times I always attend with my friend Shay. Okay, not really because we are like 5 and 6%, but in a way, any program I'm attending is attending. Most of the program is attending, I'm attending. So association is really, really important because there's this common statement that you're an average of the people you move around with, and maybe if there are 5 wise, if you roll with 5 wise people, you become the 6th and everything. So association is really important because if I didn't find myself in this circle, if I didn't find myself with this kind of people, I would not, because I didn't have the mind to do something. I never saw it as something I could do. I didn't even think about it. Even I can remember during the first edition at Sheraton Hotel in Lagos, one of my mentors, Mr. Solomon, were like, Nathanael, at this age, 25, you are attempting something as big as this. That when it was at that age, he never even dreamt of something like this. Like even when he does program like this, he's already at 30 plus, like almost 40 and everything. So there are some things that you cannot achieve on your own until you find yourself in the right people. And what are the things how do you find yourself with the right set of people? It's all about exposure. Because there's this common saying that let's say cut away bad friends, and you might not necessarily need to cut away bad friends. You just continue doing being a more valuable person for yourself. You would find out that you are just drifting towards certain people automatically. It will get to a stage when you are developing yourself that you just find out that when you are conversing with some set of people, there's no connection anymore because you've already grown beyond a certain level and they have not grown to a certain level. So you don't necessarily need to start pushing people away or cutting people off. You just be developing yourself on your own. Naturally, you'll find out that the conversation is different. The places you go are different. The kind of engagements you attend are different. There are some kind of people that, okay, once you start attending big programs, now it's not really a kind of I'm attending, but it kind of exposes your mind to see the reality of what is possible. It exposes your mind to see the reality of what is possible. When you start attending big programs, you would find out that there are some people that you were talking with that you can't talk with them anymore. Not really that they did something bad, but the level of conversation is already different due to exposure, due to places you've been, due to the kind of people you're hanging around with. It's just natural. So you don't necessarily need to cut people off. And there's this common thing again of trying to break into certain circles or trying to be friends with people. You don't really need to force these things. You don't need to force people out of your circle, and you don't need to force your way or force people into your circle. you just be in the right form of conversations, you would find out that you are now discussing with certain kind of people. It's just natural. It's just natural. You don't need to force it. Just like aeroplane. Okay, for those who have watched how space shuttle moves and everything, you'd find out that initially there are some kind of body compartment that is with the space shuttle. If you get to a stage in space that those compartments will cut off, like to fall off on its own. For those who have watched a video like that, you see that it will just get to a state that those compartments of the space shuttle cannot continue at that height. It will just kind of lose out on its own, and so it's natural. Just keep on developing yourself, keep on attending the right programs, being in the right circles, irrespective of the amount. Because one of the things about attending these big programs is that it exposes your mind. It helps you to think the way people think. It helps you to find out that, okay, this is the kind of conversations that people of this caliber have. This is the kind of conversation that this certain kind of people have. It exposes your mind to realities of what is possible. And once you attend this kind of programs, or you find out that you are now being with the right people. It's just normal. So you don't need to cut yourself off people. You don't need to, because it's normal now. People want to be like, whether not really like farming people, but try to be my mentor. There's one thing that happened with me and my mentor, Mr. Victor Aronofan. So there was a program last year, August, by Mr. Nathanael Disu. For those who know him, is a giant. Let us put it that way, figuratively. So it was to attend. There was a program at Marriott Hotel. It was 100,000 naira program at Marriott Hotel. So I knew that I could, in a way, because I have linked with his mentees and everything. So I could say, okay, let me get discount, or let me find my way to smuggle my way. But I just felt that don't let me smuggle my way inside. Let me attend as a total stranger. I didn't even tell my mentor that I saw this program. I didn't tell him that I'm going to attend. I didn't even say anything. I just paid 100,000. I paid and I attended. When he saw me, he was kind of surprised. We're not like, Nathanael, so you two usually attend something like this. That statement kind of, it made me know that he would not necessarily, might not necessarily tell you that come and do this, come and do that. But when you start doing some certain things, you would find out that, wow, this person is someone that is valuable. This person is someone that I can have under me and everything. So I was actually surprised that so you two attend programs like this. At that program, I met a whole lot of people. I was exposed to a different way of thinking, a different level of conversation and everything. And from there, I've been attending more of his program. So association is really, really important. It's not everything you would learn on your own. There are some things that you will never even learn in books. There are some things that you never learn in Google. It's just based on association, the conversations that happens. You will learn a whole lot of things. Not everything that can be learned in book. No matter how the business books you read or the YouTube videos you watch, there are some things that you can never learn until you find yourself with certain kind of people and the conversations that they have. So association is really, really important. If I didn't find myself with people like that, I would definitely not be where I am today. So association is really, really important.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for this. Let me ask, one of your high ticket programs, how much does it cost?
Okay, the How to Retire Young and Rich Bootcamp costs 80,000. Yeah, it's a 1-day program in Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've held. Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I said most of the programs I've held has been in Sheraton Hotel. Yeah, so most of the programs I hold are in Sheraton Hotel. I've held programs in Leola also. I also hold one in Radisson last year, but it didn't hold and everything. So this new upcoming edition, I'm hosting there again.
Okay, so the problem sometimes or most times is about our minds and how we'll be able to connect. So you tell somebody, okay, somebody can pay 500,000, even 1 million to come to attend an event, and there's this dragging in their mind. Is it possible? Like yesterday, some days back, I have this. I don't know. Maybe I can find it. So this is it, because I'm pivoting into real estate. actually started a company already and selling lands and all. So this is a real estate park that you
Dr.
know,
Olumide.
this park right now people are buying it for 7 million. Who want to attend the event. And I wrote about it, and people were like, "Is it?" Somebody even called me. I was laughing on the phone. 7 million, saying I wash. It's not possible. This, that, blah, blah, blah. And then all I did was to refer them to the website to go and check it by themselves. And they went there and they saw it. Right now, the event is going to hold in January, and so those who want to do early birds are paying half the price. That's 3.5 million, and then there's a closing date for it. So you find out that it's usually about the mindset. Somebody saying it's not possible. What's the role of mindset when it has to do with building, making money, building wealth, investment? What's the role of the mindset with, in the role the mindset plays in helping us achieve these important goals?
Okay, mindset is really, really important. And like I said in the last point, is exposure. That's one of the things that's possible. If you don't expose yourself to certain things, you will not know what is possible. So, for example, the first program that I attended, the first ITKS program that I talked about that me and Shay attended, it was a 70,000 naira program at Sheraton Hotel. Now, the same man that was doing that 70,000 naira program as at 2019, that is Mr. Ezekiel. So let's see, that same program is now 150,000 naira, and it is holding at a hotel. Last year, I attended that last year that I attended the Mr. Nathanael Disu's program in Marriott Hotel for 100,000 naira. Does his flagship program, Nathanael Disu Leadership Bootcamp, at a hotel that same year, it was for 500,000 naira. This year, it is 750. So one thing about the mindset of also maybe someone wants to charge ITKS program and everything. One of the things you can do to, like, because people have that that mindset that would people pay, like, how do I just start charging people 30,000 hour, 50,000 hour? Who would want to listen to me? Let me give you a trick that my friend Shay did, and this is a way, because everything is all about perception, in the sense that how people see you will determine if they would pay whatever you are commanding. Now, if you want to start commanding maybe 100,000 naira, for example, for people to pay for your program or your course, 100,000 naira, make sure you also attend a 100,000 naira kind of program. If you want to start charging 50,000 naira for people to pay, buy a course of 50,000 naira. If you want to start charging 250, buy a course of 250k or attend a program of 250k. It works two ways. It's both spiritual and mental. The spiritual angle is that you are kind of this okay, the Bible says that you are doing what you want people to do to you. So you want people to pay a certain amount of money to attend your program. You to also pay that amount to attend their programs. That program that I attended, 100,000, I could have actually found a way to talk with some of his mentees to maybe get a discount or maybe just get a pass. But I was like, mate, I'm hosting programs like this. Will I be okay if someone just wants to get a pass? And let me pay the full money so that people can also pay full money for my programs also. And the other aspect is psychological. So there was a program Shay attended, Speakers Academy. So this is a trick, is a kind of secret I'm giving out. If you want to start charging high amount and everything, if your mind cannot carry it, so this is what you can do. So he attended the program, I think it was 2019 or 2020, I can't remember, but I think it was 2019. So it was to hold that Oko Hotel. It was 100,000 program. Bovee was part of the speakers and everything. So he attended the program. He posted the flyer on his page. He posted the pictures and everything that I just attended this program, blah, 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 blah. He didn't even see anything. He didn't even like talk about himself. He just talked about the program and everything. So somebody that usually follow him, that usually like gets advice from him and everything, the person just sent a message that, Shay, I know that your price has now increased. Shay did not say anything that I'm increasing my price. He didn't say I'm now charging this amount. But just that belief that he attended something like this, he could pay for something like this. So definitely, I cannot still be paying him the same amount that I was paying him before. So it is psychological and everything. So if you want to start charging high amount, attend programs that they charge high amount. One, you are sowing seed in yourself, and number two, people would know that because, for example, you've not attended. Okay, let me just give an example. You want to start charging maybe 100,000 for your program. You've never attended a 100,000 program before. People have not seen that you've attended something like that. You've not talked about it. There's no track record. There's no history, and you just wake up one morning and you say you want to start charging 100,000. Obviously, nobody would pay. There's a reason why when I attend programs like this, I talk about it. I post the pictures there and everything, because it's seen is believing. Once people see that you're attending something, it is natural. They can't just say that you want to start attending something like that. So when you have a program and you now put it out there that this is the price, it will be believable. People who have been following, they will know that, okay, you are worth it. At least you've invested that amount in yourself. We've seen you in programs like this. People would want to buy what you're saying, that, okay, you deserve it, you've paid your dues and everything. But you have no track record, nobody have seen you. You just want to come out and start posting programs like that. It doesn't work that way. Nobody would believe you, because they will feel that you just want to chop their money, or you don't deserve to pay that to attend that kind of program. The last bootcamp that I did in March this year, it was 82,000 now. People paid. Most of the people, all the people that have attended my programs, I've never seen them before. Is when they come for the bootcamp that I see them for the first time. All of them is through social media. I've never seen them before. They've never seen me before. They fly down to Lagos, some use bus, and some that are based in Lagos. They attend the program. Why? Because of what I post online. And it's not just about maybe you are just deceiving people. No, it's what you do normally. So if you want to start charging, not even high ticket or maybe physical program, even if it's your online course or your digital product, if it's your ebooks, you want to start charging. There's some people that if you tell them to charge 10,000 or 20,000 for a course, they cannot. There's one post that I did that I saw Tony Omotosho on Twitter. For those who know him, I just saw a screenshot. Somebody posted it on our WhatsApp status. He posted screenshots of somebody's course that he bought, one third brown or so. The cost was $250. He just posted the screenshot that this person did that. If you want to, so he was kind of surprised that the person puts that price $250. So based on person's value, was like, $250 is too cheap, that take all my money. Even if you say I should pay $1,000, I will pay and everything. But me, I was seeing that post in a different light, that people are saying that he has paid $250 to attend to buy a course, to attend a course. When he increases his 72 IG program to 100,000 now, people will still pay. That is the thing. People will still pay. So if you want to start increasing the price of your course and everything, be buying these high programs too. That is the only way. So apart from the spiritual aspect that you are sowing seed and you are doing what you want others to do to you, post it out there, because we're now in the social media world of visibility. People want to see. It's not just by talk. They want to see. Once they see that you've done something like this before, or you've paid for this kind of thing before, when you tell people to now pay for your own, it will be easier. And the barrier to the marketing will be easier, because you don't really need to do much convincing, People will know that you are worth it, that you deserve to do something like this. People will know. I remember when Erika Noble was talking about how we used to charge 10,000 before, charge for a speaking fee. Now it's now 1.5. People will know that, yes, you deserve something like this. So you can't just, if you want to start, no matter what you do, either physical products or mostly digital courses and everything, invest in what you want people to invest in you. If you want people to pay you 50,000 for your course or for your program, you to attend a program of 50,000. If you want people to pay you 100,000 for a program, attend a program of 100,000. You might not really do it every time, because obviously it's kind of expensive and you may not really have the money. So it's not like every thing you just attend and everything, but it can be just once or something. Do that, you get the exposure, your mindset is exposed and everything. And once you now demand that people pay you for something, people would really. And there are some things people do also, that you just attend free programs every time free. You're attending free programs all the time and you bring out a course and you want people to pay you. It doesn't work that way. So it's not every time you just be attending free programs. Pay for programs too. Attend, buy courses, even whether you need it or not. Just do it and level. People would do that for you too. So that's just it about mindset.
Whether you can drive or not. So this is just giving you foundation. And like we know with buildings, foundation is the most important thing. If the foundation is poor and you build a 6-story building, it's only a matter of time before everything collapses. But when you have a foundation that is very, very strong, you can keep up building. So this bootcamp is giving you the right foundation to know how to progress.
Guys, money is good, but please get discipline. The reason why a lot of you had money yesterday and today we can't find anything in your account again is because you lack discipline. You lack the ability to hold money. I say a lot that your first litmus test to financial freedom is your ability to hold money. Don't live the life that you cannot afford.
Whatever you are selling must be emotionally compelling. This is what copywriting teaches you to. You must be able to touch the emotions of people and it must be intellectually interesting. So when people bargain it with logic, they should say, this thing is true, it makes sense.
Well done, Nathanael. So my next question I want to ask you: why are you focusing on this particular theme? How to retire young and rich? How can you? Why? I mean, how can someone retire young and rich? And why are you teaching this gospel, this message of retiring young and rich?
Okay. Why I chose this theme and this topic? So when I also owed the first bootcamp, that was after my friends have already kind of bullied me to sign up for the program. So I was thinking of what topic I should use for the program. I was thinking of what theme I should use to tag the event and everything. So I didn't want to just say stock market class or stuff. I didn't want it to be fixed on stock market because obviously no matter what you talk about, there's some people that are not really interested in buying shares. No matter what I do, I know that there's some people that are okay buying land, they are okay buying properties. There's some people that they just want to do forex. So if I just target stock market class, there's some people that I'm indirectly pushing away because they are not interested in that. So I was thinking of what title to use. I was still thinking about it. So there was one webinar that my mentor, Mr. Victor, me and Shay were to hold. So he told me that I should plan the webinar. It was just an IG live series. So I was thinking of what title I should use for that webinar and everything. So out of nowhere, how to retire young and rich. So I was like, okay. I just put it there, how to retire young and rich, just for the webinar and everything. So after the IG live session, I was like, okay, I'm going to use this title for the bootcamp because in a way it is catchy, in a way to make people interested and everything, and it's not just restricted to one thing. That's why I've noticed in the last video that the Don shared, there's some sessions on financial management, on sales. That's where copywriting comes in. So the whole essence or the whole message of the bootcamp is show you how. So the bootcamp is more about financial intelligence. It's more about financial intelligence, how to get more money, how to sell more, because your salary is kind of limited or it is fixed. No matter what you do, you cannot earn more than a particular salary that you are being paid for that moment, except you get promotion or you go to another job. But when you are running business, there's no limit to what you can make, especially whether physical business or online business. And one of the things that helps you make more money in your business is through sales, through marketing and everything. So that's why in few editions of the bootcamp, I always talk about the marketing or the sales aspect of the book. So it's a 3-in-1 message of the bootcamp, showing you how to make more money through sales and everything, how to be in control of your finances. That's where personal finance comes in, budgeting, savings, becoming more financial intelligent, then investments. Like in the next edition that I'm planning now, I'm planning on having someone talk about real estate, just to give people options that it's not just the stock market you can invest in. Yes, most people, most billionaires, they have shares in companies and everything. It's a global phenomenon and everything, but giving people options that, okay, these are another option you can consider. So the whole message of retiring young and rich is to say that we are now in the world whereby people make money from unconventional means. Back in the days, the retirement something is that you need to work 30 years or 40 years in either civil service or private something, and you now retire at 60 or 50 or 50, 60, depending on, I think it's about 60 or so. So the message is that you don't have to wait until you're 60 before you retire. You can do that there's some people that even can retire at age 40. But obviously, for that to be possible, you need to do unconventional ways of getting income. That's why today you see young people actually making millions of naira. You see young people actually doing, back in the days, like then, I'm saying back in the days, as if I'm very, very old. So then, for you to make a million naira, either monthly or even within 2 months, you need to have stayed maybe 15 years in your work, or you have been promoted multiple times. But now, technology, internet has kind of level the playing ground, that anybody today, we hear of people that are 16, that are 17, 21, that are making good amount of money, that are making millions. So as that is possible, it kind of reduces if somebody is making a couple of millions of naira, for example, as a young person, give the person 10 years, 15 years, without consistency and with improve, the person can actually retire. Some that maybe start at 20, 15 years, 20 years, that's like 40 years of consistency with internet work and making. It's possible. So it's possible. The message now, retirement doesn't necessarily mean that you don't do anything again. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't do anything again, but it's just tells you that you have full control of your time. You are working not really because you want to put food on your table, but because you don't want to be idle or something. You can now decide when you want to work, how you want to work, how long you want to work, because you already have systems in place, financial structures that can give you money as at when due. You see, maybe people having, for example, let me use, for example, Toyin Omotosho, for example, now, the owner of Expatna. If he decides not to work anymore today, he can, and I believe it's not up to 45 or 50. I don't know his age, but I think it's not up to 45. He can, because as they put structures in place, Expatna, he already has a whole lot of people that can sell his products on their behalf, and doesn't really need to do much. His own is just to either update the course or update challenges or add 1 or 2 things. So it gives you that freedom, and freedom that you can do whatever you want to do. So when you decide to maybe get new projects or do more work, it's not because you want to feed or something, it's because you already have that freedom. You can decide you control when you work, how you work, how long you work, and everything. You have that freedom. So today you can decide that, okay, I don't want to do anything today. I just want to sleep, or I just want to play games. I just want to do anything. If you are under paid employment, you can't do that. Your company owns your time in a way. But when you've grown to a certain level, you feel that, okay, you now have more control of your time. You can now do and the internet makes it possible. So that's the whole message of how to retire young and rich, giving you the financial blueprint to let you know that you don't have to wait until you're 50 or 60. People are doing amazing things at young people, but now as they're doing amazing things, that they're getting money that their quote unquote fathers did not have at that age, people now need to know how best to be in control of their finances, because like what Mr. Victor said in that video, you need financial discipline for you to have a big amount of money and still control that money. So that's the essence of the bootcamp, not really to teach you how to make money. You can make money from anything. That you can make money from any venture, but how do you plan your finances properly and everything? So that is the whole message, and that's the reason behind the bootcamp.
My country people, shey una don see this one? Abi una don taste this one? Na your number one original kuli kuli wey Oyibo people dey call groundnut cake, abi na peanut bars. This one no carry sansan for mouth o. As you dey chop am, e go dey sweet. The taste no be tokumbo sef. Na wetin go make you chop one, chop two. In fact, everybody dey like am. Papa, mama, auntie, brother, even small small pikin sef. Na just one bite go convince you. Our first class peanut burger no dey left out. Nothing dey more crunchy, delicious and appetizing like this one. The sweet smelling aroma don finish the work sef. This burger na first among others, I dey tell you. Na who produce am? Na Angie's Foods. Angie's Foods is a registered trademark of GM9 Foods, a food processing company based in Jos, Plateau State. We're into production and supply of spicy koli koli and peanut burger. We have chains of distributors, wholesalers and retailers spread across Nigeria and other African countries. Contact us via call or WhatsApp on 0703 466 6944. Or visit any of our social media handles, Instagram at Angels Foods or Facebook at Angela Job and Modia.
I don't really need to know your name, but we must find a way to turn this place upside down. They go say not grace. No one day even keep their face. Your waist is leading me. I be like Jimmy C. My spirit's leading me.
You are busy dancing, Abby. Okay, so this brings me to the last question for today. Tell us a bit about investing and money. Why should we, as young people, pay attention to investments and money? Of what use? What will you advise? And how can people start? I mean, young people start building a life of success, of entrepreneurial pursuits, and making money while they are young.
Okay, thank you very much. One of the reasons why you should focus on your money and work towards investment is because it's a law and it's a rule. Even the Bible talks about it, that it's not everything that you it's not all the money that you get that you should spend. I think it's King Solomon that said that it's only a foolish person that spends everything that he makes and everything. So even when even in Egypt, when they dream of the 7 years of plenty and the 7 years of famine and everything, Joseph, as they were producing, it was storing. As they were producing, it was storing. So when the famine came, they had something to eat. They had something to rely on. If they just ate everything that they were producing the 7 years of plenty, they would not have anything to fall back to. So that also lets us know that there's 7 years of plenty and there's 7 years of famine, even in life. So 7 doesn't necessarily mean typical 7, but there's a period in your life whereby you have more abundance, you are making more money and everything. And there's also a period whereby you will not have that strength to make money as much. So it's what you've already stored in your days of plenty. That's what you would rely on in the days of little. So for every young person, myself inclusive, young person, so as I'm making money, ensure that you invest and you save well. So I posted on my post yesterday that there's now something called fractional investing, and which is what I talk about, fractional. So investing doesn't necessarily mean that until you have 3 million here before you can invest. It's not on the same. It's not until you have 10 million here. Obviously, the higher money you have, the better your returns and everything. But you don't have to start till then, because if you say you want to wait until you have 5 million here before you start your investment journey, by the time you would have that, you would not want to do that, because there'll be other expenses, there'll be other bills and everything. But when you start little, it builds up your financial muscle, it builds up that mindset. Now, the 50,000 that you're using to invest is not that 50,000 that will turn into a billionaire, except if you are to do scam or something. It's not that, but it kind of builds that financial habit that you know that, okay, out of any pay amount I'm making, I'm putting something away. So by the time you start making or you start earning the 500,000, the 1 millions and co, that mindset has been built over the line. It has been built over the line, and you can have something. And there's something called compounding. So let's say investment apps now has made it easier to invest. To buy shares of the US stock market, you can use Bamboo and some other investment apps. It has made it easier. So even real estate, I talked about it yesterday. There's now something called fractional investing in real estate, whereby it's not until when you have 3 million naira to buy land before you can invest in real estate. You can buy shares of real estate companies, or there's a particular investment app that I saw recently that makes fractional investing in real estate possible, whereby you can buy bits of some properties and everything. There's a way it works, and so you can do compounding, whereby you are putting away 50,000 now, maybe every month or every 2 months, how periodic you want it to be. You are putting away 50,000 now, gradually. It will get to a stage you are now making more money. You can afford to put away 100,000 now. By the time you pile everything up over a long period of time, maybe give it a few years and everything, you find out that you've already invested over 1 million naira, over 2 million naira and everything. Compounding makes investing simple, and it makes it easy. And with fractional investing, it makes it easy for an average Nigerian or an average individual to invest. So you don't need to be an institution. You don't really need to be the billionaires before you can start investing. You don't need to be a bank. You don't need to have 10 million naira. Even with 20,000 naira, you can buy shares of Apple. With 50,000 naira, you can buy shares of Microsoft, Amazon, and so many other amazing American companies. So it makes it easy. So you are building your financial muscle gradually, because there'll be years of abundance and years of family. Family doesn't mean you'll be hungry, but family kind of when you not have that strength to work. Even the Bible says that, how did Jesus even say it? That I must do the work that the Father has called me to do, that the night comes when no man can work. So no matter what you do, to get to a stage whereby you don't have the strength and everything to work and everything. So it's what you've already invested over the years. It's what the financial structures you've put in place, and the internet makes things easy. You can create a product once and be selling. The stock market millionaire book that I did in January 2021 is still what I'm selling to today. I've not written on that. So it makes it easy. Internet is there. You can funnels and everything. People can rush your page, buy one of your products and everything. So in a way, you've already kind of put these structures in place that even till 5 years to come, people are still buying those products. So digital products, digital courses is a form of investment also, because you've already put the structure there. So somebody can even pay you, like the Dr. Olumide Emmanuel's program that you just showed me now. He has done the recording years ago, but that recording, people are still buying it today. So that is, will I say, passive income. He doesn't need to do a new recording, quote unquote, for he can just be selling those ones, and that's what. So then our parents didn't really have those structures whereby they can sell something. They had to work actively, whether they're 9 to 5 or something, before they could have something to get on board. When you have structures, when you've created courses, you've put it online, internet is forever and everything. People can buy anytime, any day, and you still be getting some return. So investing is important for young people, because we are now at the age whereby it's easier to make money. It's easier, not really me, yeah, it's easier. And so investing also is easier.
Welcome back. So, guys, thank you all of you for tuning in and being here up until this time. Please do us a favor. Is a request. Go and share this live stream right now. I'm checking right now. Let me see how many shares we have so far of the live stream. We have only 6 shares. That's appalling. Appalling, guys. Is very unfair, very painful. Why only 6 shares? And we have more than 40 individuals who are watching, and we have only is really bad, guys. Just click the share button beneath. It's very appalling. I mean, we want you to share the good news. He has been talking about places you go to Simon as a way of boosting your CV. I mean, you don't want other individuals to know that you are attending a training or a session like this. There is a share button beneath this frame. Click it and tap it. Tap the share button. Let's have almost 50 shares of this live stream right now. 6 shares is appalling. It's heartbreaking. I mean, it's showing that you're not even appreciating all the things we're doing here. Quite bad. Go ahead and share right now, please. Click the share button and share. You're shouting, wow. It's up to you to click the share. Click the share. Is it because it's not a miracle service or we're not anointing? I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's really, really crazy. Is it because the anointing, where we are falling under the anointing and we are healing people? Knowledge is a healer, all right? Click the share button so as many individuals can also become healed the same way you are becoming healed by the words you're hearing. Okay, so Nathaniel, as we're about wrapping up, please give us your final words. Tell us what you need us to do as young individuals to make money, to live beautiful lives, to start on training. Particularly, like right now, I'm teaching individuals how they can start making money by training other individuals. But you can give us a few thoughts. For those of them who want to be like you, who want to start making money from training and training other individuals. Okay, what can they start to do? To make money, and then your final words. Okay, so guys, I'm seeing that you're sharing and writing down. Some individuals are also laughing. I mean, it's painful when I see young individuals who tell them to go and share a testimonial. They drag their feet. They don't want to share. I mean, they don't understand how sharing testimonials can also be a bettering their own lives and how people view them. But when you tell them to share, they feel like, okay, if I share, the person is going to make more money than I do. I don't have the time to begin to tell you about the spiritual some of these things that people will think about, but I do hope that one day you will come to see the reason. All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. So what my closing remark would be, um be in the right place, keep on developing yourself, keep on improving yourself, be attending programs. If something is expensive, pay for it. It helps you in return. It helps you in return. It exposes your mind. It helps you to know what is possible. What is possible. I know we're in the digital, we're online and everything, and there are so many webinars online, but at times attend physical programs. At times attend physical programs. Go for free programs, go for paid programs, and everything. You're investing in yourself, and you would have returns in yourself. If you want to start charging high, also attend high programs. If you want to start charging a certain amount, you need to pay a certain amount for another person's program. They don't talk about spiritual application. There's a spiritual application to that, and there's also the man implication, like the perception and everything. Once people see that you are doing a particular kind of thing, once you tell them to do that for you, they will be willing to do that. Once people see that you are paying for certain kind of programs, when you host or you're having something similar and you tell people to pay, they will be willing to pay and everything. So apart from that, the closing remarks: be in the right circle, keep developing yourself, don't cut people off, and don't force your way into people's circle. Just keep developing yourself. You would find out that you would be naturally tilting towards a certain kind of conversation, a certain kind of people and everything. Before you know it, you see that you've already left some people and you are now flowing with some people. Keep on making money, and as you are making money, be saving, be investing. You'll be investing rightly. Buy shares of companies, buy lands or properties. Put your money, invest in something, and it would give you good returns. return. And that is the last thing I'll talk about. Then another edition of my bootcamp will be coming up early 2023. A wait list would soon be available, so you can sign up for it. Thank you.
Another, I asked something. Those who want to start out on, training individuals and wanting to make money from training, how can they, kick off?
Okay. So is it physical training or just any
physical
training
online training generally?
Okay, training generally. So if you want to start training people generally, first thing you need to do is to sort out your profile. Let me just put it that, sort out your online presence. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to, because it's not just about attending programs and everything. If people don't know you for something, no matter when you want to start hosting programs, people will not really want to pay and everything. So I don't just attend any other program only the sake of attending program. It's tilted towards a certain message or a certain niche and everything. So build your online presence in a way that once people go to your profile, they know that you are talking about something. They know that you are talking about a particular thing. So when you want to start hosting programs based on what your profile is about, it is easier for people to connect with. If you just have general things on your program, on your profile, you're just talking about things generally, now to start teaching people how to do mean importation, they will not take you serious. If you just have general things just scattered or just everything, there's no defined. So for you to start training people, you must have a defined structure that this is what I'm known for online. Anybody who checks my page, once they just go through, they know that I'm talking about something financial related. I'm talking about investing or finance. So they already know. So when I put out offers of my books or program, it will be easier for people to sign up because they know that that's what I stand for. Then be giving value, be giving educational content, teach people and everything. So it will be easier for people to sign up for your programs. Then also attend cash outs from trainings by Didon and Mekanobis. That is the best way to learn how to make money.
My country people, shey una don see this one? Abi una don taste this one? Na your number one original kuli kuli wey Oyibo people dey call groundnut cake, abi na peanut bars. This one no carry sansan for mouth o. As you dey chop am, e go dey sweet. The taste no be tokumbo sef. Na wetin go make you chop one, chop two? In fact, everybody dey like am. Papa, mama, auntie, brother, even small pikin sef. Na just one bite go convince you. Our first class peanut burger no dey left out. Nothing dey more crunchy, delicious and appetizing like this one. The sweet smelling aroma don finish the work sef. This burger na first among others, I dey tell you. Na who produce am? Na Angie's Foods. Angie's Foods is a registered trademark of GM9 Foods, a food processing company based in Jos, Plateau State. We're into production and supply of spicy koli and peanut burger. We have chains of distributors, wholesalers and retailers spread across Nigeria and other African countries. Contact us via call or WhatsApp on 0703 466 6944. Or visit any of our social media handles, Instagram at Angie's Foods or Facebook at Angela Job and Modia.
I don't really need to know your name, but we must find a way to turn this place upside down. They go say not grace. No one day even give them face. Your waist is leading me. I mean like Jimmy C. My spirit's leaving me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Nathanael. We're glad that you are here with us. You are here with us for this particular session. So thank you for gracing this this summit. Thank you for all your thoughts, for your ideas. This is me expressing my regards and my gratitude. And today's sponsor of Young and Earning, as we said, is Angie's Foods. You've watched their video, and if you want to connect with them, please go ahead and connect with them. Thank you so much, Nathanael. I look forward to doing this again with you sometime soon. Sorry, not anytime, sometime soon. And I'll be in Lagos next month. I do hope to catch up with you. and have beautiful conversations. So to everyone who tuned in, God bless you. Look forward
Thank you,
look forward
guys.
to seeing
Thank
you
you.
again tomorrow, same time, 12 noon, for another conversation with another powerful soul that I'll be bringing on this live stream. All right. God bless you. Goodbye, everyone.
We are the ones that feel that what God gives people is ability. What He gives to you is always an unprocessed resources or unprocessed raw material that you now need to process. And then you need to groom yourself to the level where you can begin to harness those things and begin to process them to becoming plenty, and then you become financially free.
You want to form the habit of saving. Because see, naturally, your body does not have the tendency to want to save. You want flex. You know, you have to flex.
So if people are having issues with making the right money decisions, leave them to their issues. You focus on yourself, because that is what really matters. You can't make money and make excuses. So you need to know how to get more income than your expenses.
You know, when people hear selling, they think it's buy Maggi, buy pepper. Let me sell you Tom Tom. But selling is a whole lot of things put in one. You can sell ideas, you can sell products, you can sell services.
So you can leverage stories to sell whatever it is you are selling, make